This Black History Month, you've heard the stories of George Washington Carver's impact as the first black student at Simpson College and Iowa State. You've also heard about the story of Iowa State's first black athlete, Jack Trice. There are some other black pioneers at Iowa State who contributed greatly to the education of black students.
And they were two uneducated, former enslaved people from the South. WHO 13's Roger Riley has the story.
This is Iowa State University around the 1920 era. The campus was kind of a wide open space compared to now. Here is where Ames' first female pilot flew from a field, which is now Hilton Coliseum. Nita Snook would later go on to give Amelia Earhart her first flying lesson. Winifred Tilden was leading the women's physical education program at Iowa State. The school approved building a physical ed facility just for women. That idea was vetoed from the budget by Iowa Governor John Hamill. Jack Trice was a student at Iowa State on the football team, the first and only black student on the team. At his first regular season game at Minnesota, he would end up losing his life 2 days after the contest from brutal injuries in the game. Some say those injuries may have been racially motivated. Trice left a note detailing that he planned to give his all representing Iowa State in that game. During Trice's tenure at ISU, by school policy, he could attend class, but was not welcome to live on campus.
So that was a time during the 20s up through about 1950, up to about World War II, that unfortunately African American students were allowed to attend Iowa State, but they were not provided housing.
Jack Trice lived in this downtown Ames building, which was once a hotel. He was able to get some meals and spend some time with other black students at a place called the Martin House on Lincoln Way.
Yeah, the Martin family is most known for maybe their house you've maybe passed by on Lincoln Way, kind of this solitary house in a large commercial district today. But at one point, that was a house that was used to give housing for African American students who at the time were not allowed to live on Iowa State campus.
Archie and Nancy Martin came to Ames as two former slaves with no college education. They wanted to do what they could to help students of color with lodging and meals as they got their education here. Grant Shipp is a great-grandson of Archie and Nancy.
My father's grandparents were born into slavery, and Nancy Martin had a kitchen, Nancy's Kitchen. Two professors from Iowa State, and they came there and enjoyed a great meal and told her after that meal that she'd have a great opportunity in Ames with her cooking if she took it. I would have been apprehensive if I've never been north of the Mason-Dixon line, but she was courageous enough to move north, stay in the dorms as a housekeeper and a cook for a year on the campus of Iowa State. Upon that, she brought her husband up, Archie, and he got a job with the railroad.
Before long, the Martins built that house at 218 Lincoln Way. Inside these walls, students of color could get a home-cooked meal, do laundry, and study while working on their degree.
During that period of time, a number of notable African Americans came to go to school there. Frederick Patterson, who founded the NAACP and was the president of Tuskegee University. George Washington Carver, who graduated in the 1890s, was in Ames prior to Nancy and Archie. But when he came to Ames, returned to Ames for visits, he always stayed with them. The Jack Trice, whose stadium is named after, always had his meals with them.
The Martin House now is empty, but has been granted local landmark status by the city of Ames. The home, though, has been an attraction for homeless people at times, and Grant Shipp is working to raise money to help preserve this historic 100-year-old landmark.
And so we really want to preserve the house, 218 Lincoln Way. So we're reaching out to anybody who could help us in this endeavor. We have the Martin Legacy Foundation.
Over time, the Martin family worked with Iowa State University's presidents to get the policy changed to allow African American students into campus housing. Now, Martin Residence Hall on campus is named after Nancy and Archie. A painting of the couple hangs in the lobby of Martin Hall. From Ames, Roger Riley, WHO 13 News.
If you'd like to support the effort to preserve the Martin House, we will put a link to the Martin Legacy Foundation on our website, WHO13.com.